A esta hora te conectas a una sola radio. Este es el sistema de emisoras Onda Digital en Colombia. Radio virtual, hecha por jóvenes, pensada por universitarios. Sistema de estaciones Onda Digital, un concepto diferente.
Hi, hello again, Leila. How are you? How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm pretty good and excited because today we are going to talk about our second podcast 2024, Open Lingua podcast. And today we have a very interesting topic. Yes, we're going to talk about music. Tell me, do you like music, Leila?
I love music. Have you actually seen the most recent Grammys?
Actually, I saw a little bit, yes, but I don't know too much about it.
Yeah,
Tell
so
me.
it's really important for Colombia because Maluma presented Karol G with Latin Album of the Year and Artist of the Year, and then Shakira also won some awards as well.
Yeah,
So-
I saw something like that, but not too much. But tell me, what happened with they
So
performed?
Colombia, so Karol G performed, and it was revolutionary because it was an all-woman band, and she did traditional Colombian music as well. And Colombia has been really showing that it is a musical hub recently.
A musical hub. That is like a new term. Yeah. What is
So-
a musical hub?
So a hub essentially is an area, region, or culture where there's a lot of creativity or support for the creation of new material. And when it comes to music, that means that there's a lot of creativity and support for making new music and ingenuity, which is just like making new geniuses come up. And stuff
Oh, now I know. But actually, Colombia is a big hub right now talking about music because everybody knows Colombian. If we talk about maybe Karol G, we talk about Maluma, whatever we talk, or whenever we talk about, people gonna know that we are talking about Colombia.
Yeah.
No? Okay. And Colombia has a lot of different music styles that has been going around the world, from salsa to vallenato, like reggaeton, of course. Yes. And do you like that kind of music?
I know reggaeton and salsa, but not really much vallenato and cumbia. I only saw a little bit when I was in Barranquilla. Is cumbia the dance that Shakira is known for?
Cumbia. Cumbia, I think, is a typical music from here in Colombia. I think it's something like classical because it's related with not just the music, with the costumes that people use, with the dresses that the women wear, even the hat that the men use, and even that they use those kind of things to make like fancy performance. Yes, and salsa is a very common rhythm here in Colombia. Maybe it's developed in Cali. Yeah, and I think the cumbia is related with those places like La Costa or something like that. Even the vallenato too. Yes, those are like music from the maybe Pacific and Atlantic coast.
Okay. I heard a little bit of vallenato when I was in Barranquilla. We went to a concert for it and we saw, I forget the artist's name, but it was really good and I feel like I would have enjoyed it a little bit more if I had known about it and I had like looked at the lyrics. I was with my friend who's Colombian and she was enjoying it because she was raised with it, but I don't really know it, so I think it would have been a lot more fun.
But do you like that rhythm, the music?
It was nice. It was just kind of rough because like it was like a concert that was going on for like 10 hours and I really only went to see Nicky Jam. And then so I was just like, okay, like when we get to Nicky Jam.
10 hours in a concert.
Yeah,
Oh
10
my
hours.
God.
We didn't know. I guess like I forget that Colombia runs on POC time, which means that you guys are late for everything.
Yeah.
So,
Always.
so we were too early and it was a lot, but it was a lot of fun.
And do you know something about like the roots of those kind of music?
I didn't know about the roots of reggaeton. So I'm from the Caribbean and I know that reggae comes from Jamaica. That's like their style of music that they really popularized, which is like a mixture of the African languages and English. And it has a lot to do with, it came from the slaves as well. And it was like kind of like the the blues of Jamaica, which is like kind of like more sad and stuff like that, and talking about like happiness and trying to find happiness. And during the construction of the Panama Canal, there was a lot of Jamaicans that moved from Jamaica to Panama to work on the canal. And I guess the Panamanians really liked the music, and then they started like incorporating it as well, because I know Panama also has a lot of black people as well, so they were really mixing it. And then from there, like, you started having a little bit of reggaeton, and then it moved to the US, and specifically Puerto Rico, which is also considered one of the origins of reggaeton, and that's where it really became popularized with like
I think that after Puerto Rico, I think that it becomes popular here in Colombia.
Yeah. So I think in the 1990s, it was mostly Puerto Rico, and then it started moving in the early 2010s to Colombia. And it's been pretty much between Colombia and Puerto Rico, and sometimes the DR, but mostly those three countries, because Dominican Republic right now is really doing really well with reggaeton.
Yes. Yeah. I think that reggaeton is connected with rap music, and here people likes a lot that kind of rhythm. I think that is the way that's
where it gets from the US, because they came when it went to the US, that's where the rap really started, and then it just traveled to the rest of this area.
Yes, it has a very good connection with Medellin. I think that Medellin is the biggest like city here in Colombia that is connect with that rhythm.
Yeah, all the clubs in Poblado and like Laureles are reggaeton essentially.
Yes. Okay, let's move for the other rhythm. What about salsa? Yes, because it's something that here in Colombia, I think it's one of the most common rhythms in here.
I mean, you guys are known for it in Cali with the Caleño style of
salsa. Actually, Cali is considered like the capital of salsa here in Colombia.
Yeah.
But do you know that kind of music comes from another places?
Yeah, it comes from Cuba. It came from the slaves bringing it, and they started like not bringing it, they developed it in Cuba, and then it, I believe, came to.
Even in some of the songs they sing like things related with the slavery. Yes, there are like some common like songs that the main topic is actually that one, how they were treated by the
slave masters.
The masters. Yes, but let me see, what about like the roots about that music? Yes, because we know that now salsa comes from Antilles and Cuba. Yes, but what about vallenato? You know that music comes from another place? That music comes from another place?
I know some of the instruments come from Europe. I know like the accordion comes from Germany, I think, right?
Yes, imagine.
It's a mixture.
This kind of music I think is something a little bit strange, because we have like different like places in which this music comes from. Example, if we talk about like the drums or the percussion, yes, it comes from Africa. Yes, but if we talk about maybe the guacharaca or the charrasca, which is like a native instrument, it's something that is here. It was built by natives, actually, made with wood and seeds. Yes, and actually this instrument try to sound like water, like a stream of water. And as you said, of course, the accordion comes from Germany. Imagine that vallenato music is something like that has many different, I don't know, like aspects, countries. I think that is the way that many people like that kind of music, no?
I think it's just representative of the history of Latin America, where it comes from, the indigenous people, Europeans, and also like former slaves as well. I think it's just like a really nice mixture to like see how everything develops. Every country has like their own way of developing things. I think it's really cool how like it spreads and gets changed within each country, but then has like their own little twist on everything.
Yes, those kind of music show like how here people in Colombia express like their feelings, and maybe people around the world understand those feelings. That is like the connection that we have with all the people around the world. Yes, but tell me something about your experience listening that kind of music. Do you like to dance? Because we have...
Yeah. So since I've been here, I've been doing salsa, so it's been really fun. And it's kind of sad because I have to now go back to the U.S. where it's not big on salsa, but luckily I'll be in New York. And I've been looking out for some salsa places there.
Because when we talk about those kind of rhythms, yes, we are actually talking about different styles of movement. Yes, maybe we say that vallenato is a little bit soft. Yes, salsa is a little bit like, I don't know, like active. You have to move a little bit fast. Yes, and what about reggaeton?
That's a lot of faster, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those like rhythms are like a little bit like catchy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about groups of salsa? Do you know?
No, I really don't know much about the music.
Have you ever heard something?
I mean, I listen to it, but I'm not the one playing the music, so I don't really know. I just do whatever they play at the dance class.
Here in Colombia, there are like two groups that are like the most important groups talking about that rhythm, which are Nietzsche. Yes, I think it's one of the most famous groups. Even that group have played in Japan. Imagine people in Japan dancing salsa. And there is another one that is called I forgot the name.
I remember.
I don't remember the name of that group. Yeah, but there are a lot of groups. Even in here in Medellin, there are some groups that play that kind of rhythm too. Yes, but let me see something about those kind of rhythms. Yes, did you listen that in USA?
Salsa? No, not really.
Never.
No. Where I'm from, there's a lot of like Latin people, but I don't think it's mostly Latin people that listen to salsa as much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to get
because
back
it's mostly Dominican, so we're listening to bachata and other stuff, not as much salsa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to get back to the term that you teach me, that you taught me today, which is a half. Yes. But talking about those important artists that we have here. Yeah, you said Karol G, Maluma, Shakira. Yes, those artists are very important, and actually it's because of them that right now Colombia has become into a big hub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's been other people in the past as well. But yeah, as of right now, like they are kind of like the most popular. I think J Balvin and Maluma are a little bit more, and Shakira. Like, I know Shakira just produced new music, but it's mostly right now like Fien, Manuel Turin, and like Karol G who are like really leading. Like
they are like the most common and popular people here.
Maluma just had a baby, so he's like at home and he's taking care of that. Yeah.
He's carrying his baby right now.
New time.
Yes. Okay. Yes, we are talking about music hubs. People in here that it's pretty famous doing what they love.
Yeah.
Yes, it's something amazing and something great that people that love what they do, yes, even are well known doing the things that they like. Yes. And what about if we talk about maybe here in Colombia about this kind of rhythms? Maybe we are well known for those rhythms outside of the country. What do you think?
I think it's mostly reggaeton and salsa, those two. I don't think many people know about vallenato and cumbia.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, reggaeton and salsa are like the most common rhythms here. Maybe here in Colombia we have more rhythms, yes, but those are like the most common and most important rhythms. Yes, of course. Maybe that is the way that we consider ourselves as a party people. No?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that we like a lot the parties and things like that? No.
Because I guess I didn't grow up with many Colombians, so I was mostly like with other Hispanic people. So yeah.
And tell me, just about your experience right now, that you know the readings, you know the kind of music. Yes, maybe you know even how to dance those music. Yeah. what you gonna have with you when you...
Yeah, so like I said before, I've been taking salsa, so I'm gonna continue that. I hope when I go back to the States.
Oh, it will be... That's good. That will be great. Okay, I think that for now, it's like the end of this podcast. Remember, we were talking about music, different styles, reggaeton, salsa, vallenato, even a little bit of cumbia. We are not like professional people talking about those rhythms. No, we are just trying to interact and give you ideas about how we can have a conversation. Yes, about different topics, different ideas that we can develop to improve, listen, and of course to speak English. Yes, because this is kind of like
for listening.
Invitation. Okay, thank you so much for today's. We don't have we don't have too much. Okay, thank you.
Caminando juntos, dejamos huella, cultura viva de una tierra que prospera. Hoy